Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. You are watching 53.5, a original hiking series where I, Thomas Kerr, hike all 50 of the 3,500 footers here in the state of Maine. And today I have returned to where I was just 5 days ago. If you did not see my last video, you should definitely go watch it. I hiked to the top of East Kennebago Mountain, which is one of the New England 100 highest, and it's out here in a remote part of western Maine. There's actually another mountain right next door to it, which is on my 3,500 footer list, and it's East Kennebago West. So the names are very similar, but it is a fairly separate mountain. It's not really like, you could call it the west peak of East Kennebago, but they're not really connected if you look at the topography. But nonetheless, it is right here. And when I came up to do East Kennebago, I kind of scouted out the situation for the road, and I mapped out my route directly off the road that I drove in on because I knew for sure that would be plowed. But I was actually able to drive in an additional mile on a different road, which got me a little bit closer, cut off a little bit of the mileage for today's hike. It is a little bit on the longer side because it does kind of a long wrap around the mountain before going up it. But that's just what you get when you are doing these remote mountains that don't have a trail. Today's hike is not a bushwhack though. Although there's not a trail, I came in on logging roads, and I'm not talking about the type of logging road that you can drive on. Definitely not something even in the summer you'd be able to drive on. It's definitely a woods road. But I am now connected with the Snowmobile trail, and the Snowmobile trail actually goes all the way to the summit of the mountain. I guess it's a pretty popular, trail to do up to the top for snowmobilers, which is pretty cool. Right now it is dead quiet. It looks like these tracks are probably from yesterday. I doubt anyone's been up here yet this morning. Still fairly early. I imagine I probably will see some today. Seems how it is a Saturday. Already the views are very nice. I got views through the trees as well as down the snowmobile path here. So it's clear blue skies today. 18 degrees for the starting temperature. I started out in my snowshoes, but I am actually going to be taking them off here and probably just hiding them in the woods. Because I won't be needing them to go up the snowmobile trail. I'll just put my micro spikes on, or maybe even bare boot, and I'll be all set. So that's the plan. I am glad you're joining me today. Let's go bag East Kennebago West. That's where I'm headed right there, East Kennebago West. Right now, right here. Wrap around and then go up to the summit. I'm at the intersection where the snowmobile trail forks. I'm going to keep right to go up the mountain. If you kept left, the trail would just continue all the way to Eustis. But I'm going to go up. According to this sign here, it says 1.8 miles from here to the top. So see how accurate that is. But the trails are really good to walk on. I am bare booting it and having no problem. The snowmobile tracks really give you good traction to walk on, so that's really nice. For snowmobiling, the trails really aren't that great. They are worn very thin. In some places I can see the road beneath, so not ideal snowmobiling conditions out here, but I have seen 3 so far, and I'm sure I'll see a lot more as the day goes on. But I'm going to start climbing up the mountain. I've done about 1,000 feet of climbing so far, but I'm going to have to do a decent amount more to get to the top, so let's go get it done. Kennebago West, Maine 3,500 footers, number 21. Well, I am back at the junction that takes you up the mountain. Didn't take a ton of footage at the summit because, well, there wasn't a ton to see. Pretty big clearing at the top and a nice view, but my fingers were getting cold pretty quick, and a lot of snowmobilers started showing up, so I'm making my way back down. I'm gonna make pretty good time going down, I think. I'm gonna just go pretty fast. There is one outlook I want to stop at that I didn't stop at on the way up, but other than that, I'm going to make my way back to the car. It is a beautiful day to be out today. There's a lot of good views on this hike, but honestly, this is one of the better ones, and this is overlooking Kennebago Lake, and over this way you've got a bunch of the 3,500 footers. Got West Kennebago, you got Twin Peaks, Snow Mountain, White Cap, Kennebago Divide, all out in the distance there. So pretty cool perspective to be looking at. Some mountains I've done and some that I have yet to do. Back to where I dropped off my snowshoes, and I'm going to leave the snowmobile trail behind and go onto the logging road. It's about 1 more mile back to my car from here, so I'm going to knock that out and finish this hike off. East Kennebago West. officially checked off the list. So, on the list of 3,500 footers, there are 6 Kennebago mountains. And honestly, if someone hasn't already made this a thing, I think there should be the Kennebago 6-pack. So my first Kennebago was Kennebago Divide, also known as North Kennebago. Then I went and did West Kennebago, the South and Middle Peak. Then I did East Kennebago earlier this week. And today I finished East Kennebago West, therefore completing all the Kennebago mountains on the Maine 3,500 footer list. It was such a good day to be out here. Another really good day. I lucked out when I did East Kennebago earlier this week. And I lucked out again today. It said it was going to be windier than it was. It really wasn't that bad. Only at a few different points as I went up. But the sun has just been so nice, shining down, the blue sky. And I was able to bare boot almost the whole hike. Just the first mile connecting from here to the snowmobile trail, I had to snowshoe. But yeah, saw a lot of snowmobilers today. I started counting, but then I just lost count. There must have been at least 50, if not more. It ended up being 2,000 feet of vertical on this hike, which was the same as East Kennebago. But instead of 6.5 miles, this one was 12.5 miles. So it was pretty much going to the summit was the same stats as doing the whole hike of East Kennebago earlier this week. So it was good to do a longer hike today. Most of the hikes I've been doing lately have been a little on the shorter side, so it was good to get some more miles in. I think I'm over 50 miles for the month of February, which is really good. But we'll soon be into March, and I'm looking forward to the hikes that I will be doing then. But until then, stay inspired, stay creative, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.